Why do you like to be alive? There's a lot of places I still want to go. Books I want to read. Movies I want to see. Even if I don't get to experience it all before I die, I like the anticipation of it all. I haven't tried all the restaurants in my area, and it actually has been a good motivator to cherish the whole life thing. I have a friend that's going through some tough times, so I like to check up on him every day and encourage him. I like having connection with other humans. It is the only thing that feels worth it to me. But it's also the thing I don't like about being alive. To enjoy and experience things that make me truly happy while I still can. There's always opportunity to enjoy life, even if it doesn't seem like it. And I'm glad I learned that rather than giving up. Pretty sure no one will find this comment, but hey, today was a good day for me. I just got my first electric piano and I'm eager to learn this instrument. Now that is a reason to be alive. Music. I want to master this thing before I go. Watching sunrises with a hot cup of tea. Singing my favorite songs in a place with good acoustics. Using really soft yarn to knit something nice for someone. Calling a friend and hearing the joy in their voice when they realize it's me. Snow days. Making s'mores at a bonfire. It's all the little things. I hope you can find all the little things you love in life. There's so many. Please be safe, friend. I love my friends. I legit do not know what it'll be without them or them without me. You guys are love, y'all. Honestly, a good story. I used to devour libraries as a kid. I usually have something going on in the background while I work. And I listen to fiction podcasts voraciously. There's always a new story. But that moment when you find a good one and it connects with you? Chef's kiss. I've gotten the opportunity to live and enjoy doing what I do. I've found interesting friends and hobbies, and I'm generally happy with where I am. I never knew my father. And my wife is pregnant with our first child. I like being alive because I'm about to get the chance to be the dad I needed when I was growing up. Seeing the joy on my kids' faces when I come home from work. Their excitement warms my heart. The woods are lovely. Dark and deep. But I have promises to keep. And miles to go before I sleep. Robert Frost. Because I'm this quiet, introverted character in someone's story and I want to see how it plays out. Wearing a hat. *edit. I reply to myself before the upvotes. Now I'm editing this original post because I've farmed enough karma. Credit Norm Macdonald for this little tidbit of humor. When explaining why life was great, he said, loose quote, "You can wear a hat. Go to Denny's. Please look up Norm's takes on death and dying." Seth MacFarlane asked him to voice death for a reason. No doubt. Primary reason is, I don't want to make my family sad again. I've also learned how to handle my depression and anxiety better. I have wonderful people in my life that I can count on when I need them, and I have some exciting things planned for the future. So it would be a shame to end it all now. Really, the only reason is my family and friends. The only reason I want Wooden to die is because I know it would hurt them. Even though I need to remind myself sometimes. I like to be alive because my husband and family give me joy and purpose. Ultimately, I need to not be so hard on myself sometimes. And I think most people could relate to that. I need to take more joys in my successes rather than think, cool, finally didn't duck something up. Which is what I tend to do. Pretty sure no one will see this, but I've actually been thinking about suicide the last couple months. I don't do it because I hope something, or someone, worth living will appear in my life. Feelings. I love to feel. I have no idea if that will be something I can experience once I'm gone. And it's rather very fascinating. Experiencing in general is probably the better term. I can try so much and there still is something I don't know anything about. A new kind of cooking. A new sport. Climbing another mountain. Seeing new things. Having the next fall come in and see the leaves in a new pattern of red, orange and yellow. And this is just without leaving my usual environment. The sheer difference it would make if I just now took a plane to somewhere in Asia and start a new life there is mind-boggling. But beautiful. I love that about life. It never gets old. I really don't. I work a dead-end job. Live with chronic pain. But every 2 months me and my brother we create bags on basic needs. Clothes, gift cards to shops, hygiene stuff, and go into out local city and give them to people. We have created real friendship with some of the people we gave it to. I have seen people manage to get back on their feet and get sorted. That's what keeps me going, knowing even a small thing can help, and maybe help that person clean up for an interview or keep 5THEM going for a few extra days. Although life goes ups and downs, I'm pretty happy how it's going. Last year I graduated from college and I have a great job, good friends and a loving family. My only wish is I could get a nice GF. But I always have 1 million reasons to thank for being alive, smiley face. It's almost unbelievable how life is. We are in a position to do anything. Limitless options. I like life because I have so many ways to help people. That's what makes it worth living. I've put a lot of effort into doing work for my degree and I'd like to have it finally. And maybe a job. Who knows, it may make my life better. If not, I'm ready to go. Just got into a prestigious graduate school, so I get to pursue my dream at the highest level. Seeing people's faces when they get a nice text, getting the window seat on a plane, playing with babies, flipping through a stack of records, hitting the rev-meter, perfectly ripe watermelons, my dog, everything lavender scented, a goal scored with 2 minutes left in the third, when the coffee/cream/sugar balance is flawless, painting a room with friends, the electrical buzz when you walk downtown after rain, overdressing for events, finding something you thought was lost forever. I could write a million of these and they change every day. I started enjoying it. I have good friends and I am having a lot of fun with them, so it's not so bad anymore. I know that this will probably never get read, but that actually works as a metaphor for my life. I don't care if no one knows about it. I am just happy that it exists. My existence is nothing more than that. And witnessing existence is in itself an amazing thing. I battled depression for a while because I wasn't able to find meaning in my life. And every now and then it comes creeping back, but I exist. And I think it's amazing. When life is shitty or fantastic, I just remember that I exist. Because that's all I really am. The amount of beauty in the world that we lived in tonight, after a long day of dealing with stuff nobody should ever have to go through. I looked up while walking to my car in the parking lot at the black night sky, and saw dozens of brightly lit stars shining down at me. It was an amazing sight, and made me think that light, even though it took it millions to billions of years, can still reach me. It's little things like that which helps keep me going. Because I don't know if I will get to do any of the things I enjoy doing once I am dead. Nobody knows what if anything happens to your consciousness on death, so without that knowledge I am not in a rush to get there. Concerts when Chester Bennington commits suicide. It made me realize I have to see as many of my favorite artists live as I can. I will never be able to see Linkin Park live anymore and it haunts me. Who knows which band will fall apart next, so I need to see them all while I have the opportunity. This is keeping me alive and motivated for the future even when I'm super depressed. I have 6 concerts planned this year and I couldn't be more excited. This will probably get lost, but it's officially been 1 year since I almost ended my life. And I'm pretty proud of it and wanted to share it. It's always the little things that keep me going. Sunsets, endorphin rushes after workouts, pancakes, little moments of joy with my friends, art, trying new things, etc. I don't always feel better than that day a year ago. But I know that there will always be moments in the future that I will feel better that make everything worth it. Dear God, this is like the most wholesome threads ever. Everyone got an award. You get an award. You get an award. Everyone gets an award. There are so many things that I want to learn as well as so many things that I want to be good at. I love working hard and seeing progress and improvement. It's just too fun. Because sometimes there's animals and sometimes I can pet them and then things are a bit better for a while. The woods and the ocean. Getting the giggles that don't quit with anyone. But especially with a close friend. I don't think there's anything better. I met a blind guy at the bar tonight. We started talking about normal small talk. He asked me what I did for work. After my rambling on about my job for a few minutes, I asked him what he did for work. He responded, well, it's kind of complicated. I said back to him, please don't tell me you're a truck driver. He laughed harder than I've seen anyone laugh in a long time. Long story short, sometimes people that have life harder than you need to laugh, and you might just be the person to loosen up their lives or whatever. I've been suicidal for about half of my 23 years, but I was lucky and met my soulmate. Life doesn't feel so empty anymore. I don't feel so empty. He's always there for me and he makes the future seem exciting and worthwhile. Things are so different from a year ago when I was so filled with rage for having the misfortune of being born. I'm glad I didn't die before I met him. I'd love to die, honestly. I'm just still here because, well, I don't know why actually. But I can't die at the moment because I have to give my pet cat a precious second chance at her life. She was adopted. To make mistakes. To err. To learn. To experience. To laugh. And to love. To be very much human. To look forward to tomorrow. A brighter day. With endless hope. To see another smile. Feel the brush of wind. And smell freshly cut grass. To hold a child up high. And hope the same for it. But also to cry. To despair and to lose hope. To be heartbroken. Gutted and lost. To feel no end to the darkness. And become despondent. To be blind in a world without light. Without a guide and without direction. To feel completely helpless. And then to rise once more. With empathy. Love. Candor and affection from close family and friends. To find direction once more. To forgive and forget. And crucially, to offer a hand to anyone in a plight similar. To be utterly human. Yo, how does this man have so many awards? LOL, congrats my guy. You're a star. How do I have an award? Someone is throwing some real cash around. LOL. I was born autistic. And when I was 2 years old, some of my old neighbors just told to my mother that I wouldn't have a future with my autism. And I love my life because the more I grow, the more I prove them wrong.